Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. Hopefully, you are hearing me well. I hope you're having a good Saturday. It's nice and hot here, darn near 90 degrees here in the part of North Kakalaki that I'm in. Um, hello, everyone. Hello to all the channel members. Hello to everyone else. I hope you all are well. All right, let me do a couple of things. You know how I kick off stuff. You know, I'm all over the place. If you ever are doing your own live stream, you'll understand flipping from YouTube to StreamYard. StreamYard has all these little places you got to click. So anyway, let's get into it.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
And as I like to do each and every Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote that I found on the archewell.org site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. Um, Rah rah to those that are out there marching. That's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to keep on moving through. So, thank you, Lorna, for highlighting these two. So, Val Kilmer, if you are aware, Top Gun, which, you know, hot. He was gorgeous in that. That's just my personal opinion, I'm sure. But also in Batman, but Val Kilmer battled cancer and sadly lost that battle. Some would say he won because he's no longer in pain. So however you see it, but you know, to family and friends, we do offer our condolences. Also, another great actor passed away, Richard Chamberlain. You have to be of a certain age to remember the Thornbirds. I was young, but I remember that my mother and her friends talking about that. Anyway, also Shogun. So, yes, that movie got a lot of folks researching about the samurai warriors and also Japanese history more than what we learned on, a particular day in December on Pearl Harbor. Okay. I want to quickly say, although I'm not there for Squatty Corner, but thank you, Annie B, for 36 months of membership. You had a message. I'm happy to all those that are, please don't take offense to this. I'm just reading the message. I'm happy as a sissy in a CC camp. Go, Megan. Lord of mercy. Squatties, y'all are hilarious. Again, thank you for 36 months of membership to you. Okay, let me come back over. Let me go where I need to go. All right, as ever. Okay, I'm going to put this disclaimer out now. When the products come back, I'm going to be buying and then I will post about them. Okay. Because I was so like, oh my gosh, I got to spread the word that she's live as ever is live. Get out there and buy, buy, buy. That when I went out to the site, it was sold out, sold out, sold out. Okay. So that's my fault. I have learned we can't. I know I can't sleep on squatties. I know how it is. But see, we had other competitors for these products. You will all see what I'm talking about soon. Okay. Anyway, we got a fair warning from Megan that it was coming the next day because she had put, from the start to finish, what an adventure it's been, one more sleep. So I hope y'all are on IG because she's posting a lot between as ever account and as her own on her own account. A lot of it may be the same, but it's different. And then the reels that she posts also. So in this video clip, which I shared with the members, and yes, I got tagged saying it can't be monetized, but I don't monetize when I put into the member section. I just knew they were going to tap me because it has music on it. You see, Megan is here stirring. Well, she was making a delicious dessert. Her mom, there's a video clip of that where her mom is taste testing for her because she zhuzhed up her grandmother on Jeanette's banana pudding. So if you all, yeah, put that in a jar, Megan. Okay. Um, but anyway, on her IG, this picture was taken, and she gives a little clip. It's a very beautiful picture, but she once it was known that it was sold out, like within an hour, sold out. I thought maybe a couple of hours, give everybody a chance, get in there. And to those of you who bought 10 of a product. Now calm your nerves. You could have at least got one. Give the rest of us a chance. Take it with the love and the jest that I'm giving it. It's not anything harmful that I'm saying. All right. Anyway, but Megan had posted our shelves may be empty, but my heart is. Um, and it had full. You can't see. I can't see, but I know it says full. We sold out in less than 1 hour, and I can't thank you enough for celebrating, purchasing, sharing, and believing. It's just the start. As ever, official. Let me tell you something, Megan. I look forward to what other items you put out there, but if this is what it is, we're happy with it. But I know that you're going to mix it up a little bit for us. But as she said, here we go. And the photo was courtesy of a New York Times cooking um, article that was being done, which I heard about the article. I did not read it. All I need is a few squatties to give their reviews, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not clicking on it. So anyway, thank you for the beautiful picture, though, New York Times cooking. So here we are, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. I will. I've said this in Baron's live stream. For the squatties that were like, putting items in their cart and then still clicking and looking around. No, no, no. You see that item, click purchase. Go out and look again. You see another item, click
purchase. You go out. If you have to get 3 or 4 boxes, you get 3 or 4 boxes. Because it reminded me somewhat of during the vid when you would be online, say like Sam's Club, and you would have items in your cart, say like the infamous toilet paper that you couldn't find, or you know sanitizing wipes that you couldn't find in the stores. And lo and behold, if you sat there too long and you went to click purchase and it was like your cart is empty, you were like, what the hell? Yeah, no. Learn. Purchase. If you get 4 or 5 boxes, hopefully they'll know on the back end on shipping. Oh, this is all going to the same address, and then they'll put it into one shipping box. But I'm loving the videos that Megan has been sharing on IG and the reels of those who received like the box from them, like the promo box. Unfortunately, some troll received one. She'll always be a troll to me. I don't care if she apologized for her antics and racist antics that she pulled before when she was, slandering Megan. Anyway, I'll get into that in trash time. So, Harper's Bazaar. Yep, Meghan Markle's As Ever dropped. Really sold out in less than 1 hour. Okay. They had the time clocks. Lord have mercy on us. So, for those of you who are probably like me, every moment that you get and you remember, you refresh to see. But I believe she'll put out when they have restocked and they're ready to go again. Yeah, I love y'all, but I'm gonna get me something and then let you know. Get out there and shop. Okay. Um, yeah. Anyway, Feminagra had put out an article. Just get my ear. Okay. Megan Sussex lifestyle brand, as ever, just cleared a major trademark milestone and launched with garden inspired products and keepsake packaging. That's what I hope that I'm able to, when they come back with the restock, that we get able to get the keepsake again. Hopefully that's when it will be offered. I know some were limited. Yes, like the honey, and I digress. But I will get to taste those eventually. Yes. All right. So here, Megan, when she was doing the New York Times cooking, and there was a video, as I said before, with, Mama Doria doing the taste test, and she just said how she whipped up a special dessert as we celebrate the launch as ever official today. And, goodness is moments away. In the meantime, enjoy our Chantilly Lily. Isn't that cute? Chantilly Lily. Okay. hmm Those of you who complained about that baby's name anyway. A delicious dessert named after our darling daughter. So, so good. As special and sweet as she is. So, um, you know, this was her getting busy in the kitchen. But there's the dessert. Jar that. I'm just saying, jar it. Okay. Um, now, those of us that have been following a long time know who Daniel Martin is. I shouldn't have to explain, but I will to many. If you've watched the With Love Megan, you have seen Daniel. First episode. Okay. So Daniel has hit the wall with the trolls and he's sick of himself being trolled as well as Megan. And he clapped back so hard on somebody, child. It's got these derangers losing their minds. Anyway, so Feminagra actually I saw it on my timeline because the squatty had shared and was like, Daniel woke up and had the time today. And I clutched my invisible pearls because I said, ooh, Daniel. But it was with you know, it was needed. And I'm glad, he just clapped back in such a strong way. Um, yeah, he had hit his limit, his wall. So just a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing. So
Here is where, yeah, Daniel, because it's in the article, but it's hard, like the screenshot, but it was hard to read. So here it is for you, where the bull crap that they have to say and all the other blah, 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 blah. And my eyes are bad. And so I have to go out and, read it off my phone. So anyway, he had on here, woo, that troll's livelihood has been based on hate and she won't stop because she needs the money. She's worn out because karma's a bitch, and our light is drowning out her dark ass soul. I said, "Ah, Daniel." Woo. Now you know Daniel's. If you have followed him on social media, you know he's usually real cool. He doesn't usually say much, but he had hit the wall. Um, yes, and he clapped back. I was like, "You go, Daniel. You go. That's right. That's right." So you would have to be on Threads to see because he's active there more than, because of his lifestyle. He, rightly so, chooses not to be on the X app. So because it's a free for all over there, and there is no true protection of voices. Okay. Anyway, I shared with channel members, and I think I went and shared it on the main community. I believe I did that. Megan went through and pulled up a collection of her items that she has worn, and people were asking. And yes, she gets a percentage as she should. She also put out facials, so you know, skincare and all that. I believe some makeup. So I'm just gonna say because the link. I think I shared the link last week, but of course, I don't have any of that with me right now. You think I would, but it's on the go on to IG, go up to her profile, and you will see that there's a link there. Only trust links off of her profile. Okay, just saying. And as ever, account has its own. It's you know got the blue check, and you should all know by now. Yes, don't trust other links. People will try anything to get money out of us. Okay. The time is approaching quickly. Confessions of a Female Founder with Meghan podcast will be launching on the 8th. Time is drawing nigh. I will set up a live stream so we can talk about it. Yes, Hopefully, it's done each week like Archetypes was and gives us some meat to talk about each week. But if it's all at once, then okay, I can live with that too. I could just break it up. Um, and do it that way. So I wanted to touch on Bali just briefly. Uh-huh. So mhm. Anyway, on here, Charity Boss accused of playing the race card and Prince Harry row. Um, you know, there's her name. Branded a poisonous woman who allegedly used threats to be considered for a Bali role. So don't know what that's all about. Yeah, just looking at the video of her at that polo match and trying to get in between Meghan and Harry, as well as almost like the trophy should have been presented to her. Bitch, what's wrong with you? But have no fear. Karma is a coming. hmm Uh, the Squad Detective Agency is undefeated. Honey, honey, honey. Yeah. And now a lot of eyes are on it because you're bullshit on trying to um, call out Harry, who is not the only founder, but also not the only, at the time, not the only, it's not board member. I forgot what the name they call them. Um, but yeah, just, that was, and Kuja gave her little feedback too.
that one picture is going to get hers real quick and in a hurry. So, anyway, she's forming a new board, blah, blah, blah. And as you can see, that the newly formed board of Centibali includes this person, Ian Rowlandson, a financier who was previously chair of Prince William's conservation charity Tusk Trust and has been advising the thief. I'll call her that. That's my opinion. Okay. All road lead back to KP when there is shit involved. My opinion. Okay. Anyway, um, some and see even Kuja feels the same way. Anyway, Centibali was trademarked, so good luck with her trying to continue to use the name. That's all I'm going to say. Here are not only Megan's but as ever official their IG accounts so that you know what you're looking for when you go out there. Don't be fooled by people trying to, you know, pull a fast one on you. All right, pre-trash time. I just have a few items here that you know, Baby Deranger is on one. So there's I share some mostly usually I'll share with um channel members just because it's quick and funny and a little extra, a little something extra I do. But on the 31st, Baby Deranger, how dare she have her preserves packaged in a box that looks like it's designed to hold a perfume? She's trying too hard to make her products look extra special. Why can't she be mediocre? I can't wait to complain about the prices of her merchandise. His Majesty the King must remove all titles. Oh, those prices got folks upset. The rest of us were so busy. I looked and said, "Oh, that's the price." Like, wow, okay, thanks, Megan, and was clicking trying to buy, and people had already bought everything. But this Baby Deranger I did share, and yeah. So as you see, a toast with some preserves on it, and says, "How dare she send a special delivery of her raspberry spread while I'm still waiting for the plum jam recipe. She's too nice and too thoughtful. His Majesty the King must remove all titles." So there was a couple. I think there was two of these that, yeah, Baby the Ranger had the jam on the face, and it was funny. So this, oh, Baby the Ranger, I went searching for the $99 raspberry jam and couldn't find it on her website. Is that a secret product reserved only for her squatties? I heard she's now paying them with jam. I didn't get mine. I haven't gotten a check. Did y'all keep claiming that squatties are paid? And I haven't gotten a jar of jam if that's what she was paying us with, because I would gladly take the check and the jam. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to, lighten it up because trash time will be one. All right. Let me jump in the comments. Woo, there's a whole lot of them. Oh, look at y'all. Oh, somebody dropped out of the clouds. Oh my. Okay, let me do this. Uh, Joan, thank you so very much for the love that you have dropped on me. May it be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over. And you're saying Megan is happy and singing. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Ain't no stopping me now. I've got the groove. Yes, she was getting down with stirring her pots and having a good time. Thank you again. Mwah. All right, I have two others to acknowledge. Oh, a cloud dropper, sir. Hello, RNT. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for dropping out of the clouds. Thank you for dropping some love on me. And may the love be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over. Also, yes. Continue to float the clouds. Okay. Elaine, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As always, you drop love on me. And may the love you drop be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over, as well as a lot of healing for you, husband and family. Okay. All right. Oh, look at you, Olive. Thank you for being so sweet. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for this love. Maybe return to you 1,000,000,000 times over. Okay, let me get over to where I need to get to and play this song for y'all. All right, here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me.
Thank you to all of you. I feel so blessed. Thank you so very, 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 very much. All right, let me move these out the way for somebody try to be slick about it. Okay. All right. Val Kilmer, Richard Chamberlain. Okay, I'll leave that one here. Let me get into the comments, jump up a little bit. Ooh, I saw someone. Um, Lorna, I happened to see this as I was scrolling. I saw my name, so I'm just stopping. You say Via speaks. Sophie used threats to be considered for CEO for Santa Bali board. Went to outside hiring agency, and they recommended her. That's how she got the volunteer job. Yeah, volunteer job, but yet you want to be paid. Volunteer job. I don't know who that agency is. Yeah, but anyway, now I question anything about them, but nevertheless, hey, Cookies and Cream, how are you? My manager, okay. Good to see you. Marsha, how you doing? Hey, Josephine, how are you? Good to see you. All right, let me come back. Let me just scan the time. Hey, Sam, I think I saw your name as I was scrolling. Connie Palmer, how are you, little Mac? All right, y'all know how I do. If y'all been in any of my lives, I just scream names. My moment of Tourette's. Please don't feel don't get upset if I don't scream out your name. Just so happens that I'm scanning. Diane, good to see you. All right. Let me. I'm gonna. What time is it? Okay. I have to look to see where I am. In conjunction to the comments. Let me see. CMAC. You say I'm devastated. I thought I had the Covenant honey, but I got an email that said they oversold. Oh, I'm going to hug my jam extra tight right now. Oh, lucky you if you got something yet. For all of those of you that got something, cherish it. Don't eat it all up at once, okay? Because the ones of us that didn't get in there gonna try to snatch it all up before y'all can, get another taste or whatever. So anyway. Church Nelly, Baby Deranger probably bought 10 of everything. Child, let me just say, the ones that we had said would wouldn't have, and one is catching heat for buying anyway. Y'all see real soon. Okay, Diane is saying, I tried staying awake but fell asleep, phone in hand, and woke up to sold out. We need classes to to build up stamina and speed to get into on time. Yeah, meanwhile wait listed on everything. Let me just say, all I need is one notification of the wait list, and I'm going out there, refresh, and just buy. I told y'all what to do. Okay. I don't care if I get 5, 6 boxes. And I really wanted just 2 items. I figured I would try a little of the hibiscus tea. I would try the honey because I wanted to. Yes. All right. Anyway. And we know that could be seasonal, and having a little of the comb in there, please. Whatever. Y'all. Hey, Mina. Hey, Tier. And it's good to see you, C-Mac. I didn't say that. I don't know if I said that earlier. Okay, let me see. Originally, I'm from the South, and you do not F with banana pudding. Let me tell you something. But you know it was good. When Mama Doria said, let me get to the end, let me finish it before I give you what I think about it, you know it was good. You know it was good. Now, everybody does, you know, the banana pudding a little differently. I think I was watching a show and I saw them baked because I had never had banana pudding that was baked. And I was like, what is that? What happened? But it's done differently. hmm It was someone bland when I saw it. And so I just took it like, okay, they just do things different. But I'm gonna just kind of let it be known. Diane said 45 minutes might be a child. Yes. And I mean, it really shocked everybody. Now Megan had to know that squad. She knows how we act. Okay. So yeah, but I knew we're gonna just get out there and just buy like crazy. But I said have your servers. I should have said have enough product for all of us because people were going to lose their minds. Um, so don't worry. I will look out for y'all.
I will let you know to buy, but have it known that I will have already purchased. Okay, I love y'all, but we're gonna have to, fair is fair. All right, Lorna says, traditionally so true. Megan's grandma roots are from Tennessee. Yeah, the fact that she's acknowledged. Okay, for the folks that just will never probably acknowledge that Megan has black roots, I'm just saying, look at her mother, and that was her mother's mother. Okay. And yes, you did know them. All right, let me just say, boom. All right, Tear says, Megan, my heart is full because it was a success. You did it. Yes. We knew it would be. And now we weren't buying the products to be snarky and then put up. Now that will tell the true test of squatties. That's what I'm going to say. If you're a real squatty, that was not your intention to put up some snarky comment or review of the product. Um, any review of like the cookie dough or the oh, what was the other product that was out? The crepes mix. Um, that if you don't like the taste of it, it's probably because you couldn't cook. So I'm just gonna put that out there to all the haters. Um, Mass production, it is her recipe, but come on now. hmm The haters are just losing their minds over it, and I love it. That's what I love the most about it. Okay. Jonah saying, I love me some banana pudding. My grandmother and mother would put their foot in it. Now, you know that is some good stuff when you hear someone has put their foot in stuff. Okay. Annie says, I went on the site with my Amex and still didn't get any cheer. Especially if you saw my post by the time you might have. And yeah, it was just, let me just say it like that. Lorna, I could click and but I was not getting anything because I live in Canada. Oh. So y'all can't buy anything? Or you can? Maybe she was holding out for us. Yes. Martine, how are you? Um, Let me see. Mina is saying, yep, that happened to me when one of the items that I had put in the cart had got sold out. When it hits your cart, you're purchasing. You go back, you get another one, and you purchase. That's the only safe way to do it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Miss September, I just checked. My items will be here Tuesday night. I'll let you know how things taste. Oh, I'm sure it's very good. Divine. I'm sure it's very divine. Hello, Salamata. I believe that's how you say your name. Bonsoir. All right. Let me see. Um. Uh-oh. What cookies and cream? Okay. I didn't. I thought she said something. I was like, she just said hello. I'm behind in the comments, so y'all just, Oh, I did see Sam. Okay, Sam's out there. How you doing? Let me see. All right, Little Mac. She published her recipe, and all the ones are on Netflix are available. Where is Bones jelly recipe? Like somebody wants that damn recipe. It wouldn't be Bones's anyway. Don't make me ill. Okay. Let me behave myself because I haven't even hit trash time. Um, Rhonda was saying Daniel said he is sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yes. Yes. Someone said something and he was on it that day. And we know that he is behind as ever as well. And so yeah, just making sure you're shared our team. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, y'all. And I'm just thrilled. They need to be clapped back every now and then. They do. hmm Karen W. Purchasing as ever products set up the same as when purchasing the Invictus game tickets or products. There's a timer countdown to complete your purchase the way you are not holding up the site. Yeah, many sites do that. So again, it gave me feels of like COVID time frame. If you were purchasing certain items online, they were like, either you get this product or you don't, and you don't hold on to it. So, you know, you learn quickly how to scan by quickly. Okay. Wendy says Megan and Daniel unbothered with those haters. Yes, yeah. Oh, but he let him know, and he said, I'm tired of being. I get trolled as hard too." Now let me ask this question, because since it's a mention of Megan and Daniel, because I saw the snarky comment from the trolls. Um, she's he- she says they're best friends, but she didn't even know he was left-handed. So if you've watched with love, she was surprised. And I had to sit and think, I don't know what hand my friends write with. I happen to know what hand my husband does, signing stuff, or, if he's writing something out. But I can't say I know what my best friend. Am I looking at them that hard? Hell no. They could be writing and doing this and that, but I wouldn't know. Do any of you know what which hand your best friends use? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. All right. Church Nellie says I need to write a book called Confessions of a Nacho Covered in Honey Addict. You are so silly. You are so silly. That's extra sticky too. I'm just saying, but I know you know that. All right. Gwen knew that woman was a crook. Oh, child. She gave us all those feels from that. I think that was the first time we saw her in public was at that polo event. Years. Okay. All of us had our radar went up. Okay. What is this, Roseanne? We all have to give her, and we'll see the result. Second Chronicles 20. Okay. I'm not fooling with y'all if y'all start quoting. Okay. All right. Mina, Sophie is definitely gonna get her karma and 10 times worse. The lady in black's got her. Hopefully she put it to the top of the list because she needs to be kicked around a little bit. I'm just saying. Okay. This is at the point that I was saying. Let me see. Marshawn. Daniel was like, he was going to not only slap a bitch, but drag a hoe too. They better leave Megan alone. Yes. And of course it was if I say the name Taz, y'all know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, and yes, I said the F word. Okay. 'Cause that troll is well known. Okay. Um, but yeah. Anyway. Wendy says, as ever sold out, proving of Megan's relevance and business brand dominance in the news cycle and consumer demand. Bravo. Right. Well, Hi, Joy. Many would beg to differ with you, but I'm going to say this. I know most of y'all will agree, especially when it deals with that family over in the UK. I don't give a hell what they put out. I wouldn't buy it. I probably wouldn't know about it unless the squatty posted a screenshot and I happened to see it while I'm scrolling through my timeline looking. Let me see what's out here. What are people talking about? Yeah. Otherwise, hell no. I'm not buying something from someone that I would declare pisses me off. Just the sight of them. But oh, they just can't do that. They're bigger fans than the squad. Okay. Now. All right. They're bigger fans than the squad. Black Queen, just so good to see you. I need that check to spend on my yard and garden. Okay. Some of us have been waiting a long time for the check. Now people want to say we're paid with jam. Look, y'all already call us sugars, but hey. Mhm. Mhm. Hey Patricia S, how are you? Just scrolling through. Let me see. People saying hi. Hi, Ingrid. How are you? Let me keep on scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. All right. Let me see. Lorna saying that's why the job was a volunteer position because of, yeah, Sophie's threats. I would not be surprised if there wasn't a contract signed with her and the board based on performance. Well, she may be, well, whatever interview well, I know about the interview that she did. If she's done any more, I don't know. I think the one she did on TV when she had to have an attorney with her, which was like, really? I believe that was an attorney. Um, and she really, first of all, there was softball questions. He did more damage to PM, you know who I'm talking about if I give the initials. Peers, I'll just say that for those that don't have a clue. Um, when he made him walk off the set that day, and he ain't been back. Okay, I'm just saying. Whew. Okay, Diana's saying baked is how I had banana pudding first. Tasty. Well, I believe it. I would have to. I'll probably right out the oven too, but I've never had it that way. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm not just saying. Annie B, I really think Megan thought that she had made enough, but to her surprise, it sold faster than she anticipated. Oh, the squad is the squad as well as those that support. She did send out boxes to different people, and they got each of the products. I think it was 7 or 8 products in that box. With a little handwritten note and all that stuff. So, yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, Sylvia F., how are you? Lorna says if the raspberries were locally as ever properly bought every raspberry in California. Yeah, I was letting Raw know, Robbie, for those that know who I'm referring to, when she thought that Megan was still in Cali, in the UK. Oh no, 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 no. She's local. She's home. She's in Cali, and yeah, and we know that Megan is big on locally sourced. So yeah, if it didn't come out of her own, okay, I'm just saying. Nevertheless, yeah. Black Queen, traditionally, the demons never rest. Sure. Girl. Rhonda said, I thought it was open to US and Canada. Well, put a pin in that one. Okay, let me get my life together here. Kim C, my love to the podcast. Just got here. I think you were talking about the baked banana pudding. My granny could put a hurtin' on that recipe. Well, I see that if the squatties ever had some little get together, there would have to be a little bake off. I'm not one. I don't cook, so I couldn't even tell you. All right. Mina said that. Yep, that's what I did. VS. I hurried up and got my stuff. Okay, you have to get in, get out, get in, get out, get your stuff. Hmm. Oh, and if it had a timer, y'all pay attention now. You see a clock ticking down when you hit that car. You better get out there and get the rest of your stuff, or just like I said, buy and go back. Okay. Jones said, VS, fortunately, I ordered 2 Tatcha items on April 1st. They shipped already. Okay. I'm very happy that squatties did get something because, the way the other ones were buying, Lord of mercy. Fortunately, the Rangers are like a damn fungus, yeah, that you can't get rid of. Ooh, Black Queen, my gosh. Churchill, no. More like malignant cancer. That's how vile they are. Yeah, they are horrid. And that's what, well, y'all will see shortly. What one plans to do is do a review of the products that she got. And they politely told her to go F herself. Okay. Let me see. Lorna says, friends, sometimes I forget my daughter is left-handed. See, look. All right. I saw it and I started to share. I was like, none of us, like, I know I don't pay that close attention. Come on now. Let me see. Rosanna says, yes, me and my best friend are left-handed. See, usually the lefties will know. I don't know. I just don't pay attention to that. If I do pay attention, if they happen to be writing something when I'm around, I may mention it then. You think I'm retaining that? No. Okay. Um, when says VS speaks, absolutely agree. Don't give a shit about the Unraw Vipers, Lord. Lord, Sylvia F says to all my Sussex Squad friends and family, hello. Ooh, that right there. Wendy L, yes, Megan's podcast is in a few days. Watch the fake outrage income, and haters never learn that they shit ain't working. Well, it's transmuting of the energy, so they don't understand that, and if they try to, anyway. Yes, the pollen is awful, awful. I actually took Claritin today because I was like, yeah, I can't do this. Can't do it. Patricia N, how are you? Hello, squad and VS. Hope all is well. 1 week into my retirement and enjoying my coffee and breakfast on my patio. How sweet and nice. Yes. I think my employer is trying to, I want severance. That's how I kind of look at it because this is another year that I did not get an increase, and it is a little bit much. So I do want my retirement. So y'all pray for that. I know most people don't ask for severance, but if I get 2 to 3 weeks for every year, and yeah, I'll be hitting a 10-year mark soon. That's combat pay, and that's more than I've gotten from them over the last few years. So I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Carol L, how are you? Let me keep looking. All right. And then I'll get into trash time because I'm sure y'all. Lorna says, when you're making a food product, consistency is important. So if heritage is the raspberry used, but to use another raspberry may give an inconsistent product when it comes to taste. True, true, true. And now we know Megan's not new to this, so she's okay. Patricia Smith, I'm from the north. I've never had banana pudding. Will do. I'm from the north too. I have had it when I was still living in New Jersey. Um, but yeah, the first I think holiday that I spent with my husband even before we were married, and I saw how his family they ah, his family, man, when it came to the meal was good, but when it was dessert and then someone pulled out that tray of banana or bowl of banana pudding, depending on who was making it, it was sometimes they would get almost into like arguments over, and then everybody had to get theirs, and then to eat at that moment, and then what they were going to take home because they knew that some greedy McFeeties would get back around, loop back around when people weren't looking, and it'd be gone, or they would leave like one little scoop. That person deserved to be cussed out because you don't do that. Take the whole thing, put the container in the sink, and keep it moving. All right. Grace is saying, "What's up, my fellow consumers? Welcome to the sellout." I love this. I wish I'd seen this right at the beginning. Sellout episode of Sussex Saturday, and here's your host, Miss Visa, Mastercard, and American Express via Speaks Roller. You are too funny. You are too funny. All right, let me star this one. I'll come back into the chat at this point after I do trash time. Let me unhide. Let me get over here because it's just a few items, but duly, rightly so, they deserve their moment. And as you can hear, Kuja is just ready to tear into somebody too. All right, here we go. It's your favorite time, trash time, trash time, trash time. Okay, so I have a couple things from Celeb Bitchy that I put in here just because of how things are worded and whatever else, and a side eye. Okay, keep them side eyed. Anyway, um, the first item, exactly, Kuja, exactly. So, she's put here, Walden, the Centabali mess shows that the Sussexes should have never left the UK. What the does that have to do with the Centabali? Centabali and Harry and Meghan leaving, two different things. That is what they are trying their best to get Harry to come back. He is not going back. He has options. The number one and the forever option is that he stays with his wife and children. That's where he will always be. Get over yourselves trying to bring him back. If Sway Sway can't sway Peg on his own, he don't need Harry as cover. Okay, he should have figured out how to do his pegging and get away with it, and not, well, nevertheless, I was going to say we still haven't heard how that cousin's husband. Nobody did investigate that, right? They just ruled it as a suicide. Okay, let me move on. All right, and here's one. Duchess Meghan's Monarchy Destroying Jam and Honey goes on sale today. So I know that they take a lot of the headlines and just kind of add. They do like a baby deranger in a sense, but I keep them here for that particular reason. This one is Prince Harry. See, Cooch is very upset. All of a sudden, we get into trash time, and here she goes. All right, Prince Harry's friend, uh, yeah, okay, that should have been in quotes. Alex, whatever, spoke at length about Sentebale's hostile takeover. Harry's friends don't talk to press, and especially not any tabloid. Okay, now we're gonna move on. Friend, my ass. All right, this one I found funny. King Charles' friends think Duchess Meghan is, quote, crazy for starting a lifestyle brand. Do we give a fuck what they think? No. They're hilarious, and these old credit cruds need to be worrying about where their feet are closer to the grave. That's all I'm going to say. Now, what they also need to be mindful of, you know, squad, receipts, etc. That vault is unmatched. And you should have a squeaky clean background before you come opening your old decrepit mouth. Hopefully your dentures fall out in public now, or you okay, or your depends fails because you two deserve it. Okay, so they're the Bamfords. Okay, anyway, and you know they're not true aristocrats. Basically, he won his appointment to his peer, and blah blah blah. Is a major donor to the Conservative Party over there, and estimated to owe about 500 million pounds in taxes. But you have nerve, you or your, side piece, wife, whatever she is to you, have nerve to open your mouth on Megan. Please go sit down and take several seats, and may the seat break when you go to sit down. Okay, can't afford those hip. Okay, so hmm I don't know why I didn't know. I didn't remember this. I probably remember seeing it, but just didn't. So back in 2015, this is why I say the squad receipt vault is unmatched. So because she wanted to say some smart and snarky over the lifestyle and with love and all that, oh, okay. Someone had to remind her. We remember that website, Ashley Madison. So anyway, when it was hacked, mhm, and it said which well-known figures were signed up to the adultery website. Well, it wasn't him; it was her. Ooh. Mhm. Again, another one. Keep your mouth off of Megan, and go live your trashy ass life somewhere else. Because you and your husband truly make a pair. Mhm. Truly. Now this screenshot took me out today because I saw it right before it went live. So this is just how it's saved. hmm Now the squad he was asking, did anyone have the article? Because it popped up that you had to pay. Now I want to know. Really? Okay. Why Prince William has hired Diana's divorce lawyers. Ari reveals shock move that's talk of the palace. So I don't know what the article, but you know how they will finagle the headlines. But Elaine, have you heard anything? Elaine P, Lorna, y'all are in them countries that would have that information. hmm Or is the announcement coming swiftly? Ooh, okay. Anyway, to the happy couple, F you. Okay. Um, so this is going to be strong and mm, this is probably what the Legion says to those that are on the Lady in Black's list. Come outside. We're not going to jump you. And if you ever somebody ever says that to you and you believe it, sure, you must have a pansy. So anyway, this troll, I will consider to call her a troll. I don't care if she apologized for her antics and stoking people's racist behavior, trying to bring the hate against Megan. But anyway, the crazy bitch who dresses like Megan. somehow got a box. She got a promotion box, and she did a little clip, and I saw the clip, about 30 seconds of the minute that it was. Um, whereas she is wearing the same outfit that she took the picture. Okay. So squatties were like, damn it, who's working on this team? Because they should now let her have a box. You know, if she truly has changed her ways, allegedly hasn't been the nasty bee that she was from 2 years prior. But, leopards don't change their spots. Okay. Anyway, um, RNN ordered some items. Y'all know who that is. You see the name on here. Now, I don't know what she said prior to this. This screenshot is what I saw. And let me get over here to stop my banner for a second. Hold on. So the person responding, very creepy in what they were responding. And the part that creeped me out is, was it in the box return address? Like, why are you worried about the return address? Although, if you would look on the site, you would get the return address. Oh, okay, anyway. As if she's really going to have the mansion's name, like she's going to have her street address on there. If you don't like the products, return them to my home. Like, be serious. Looney Toony Fresh and Fruities. But anyway, um, Gumby, as most call her. Yep, I managed to grab most of it. So I'll definitely do an unboxing and review. And child, why, oh, why did she say that? Anyway, here's a screenshot showing the address if you have, okay. Yeah. Because they were like, we're not appreciative of this. So she I only saw this. I was like, woo, she had her arse handed back to her. So, anyway, definitely not watching the review and probably considering unfollowing, which, you don't have to announce. You can just unfollow and keep it pushing. So, why? How can someone give it an honest review without trying it? That's how journalism works. I'm not going to promote anything she does, so that's why I'm not going to participate. This is too much. There are ways to investigate. Now, see, there are ways to investigate without aggressively or aggressive promoting um, SMB. So y'all know. Okay. Who has been so evil to the royal family? There's not one thing that anyone can point to that Meghan has ever said or done with regard to the royal family to say that she's been evil to them. She's been kind, to tell you the truth. Lord knows. I hope that she has drafted a memoir and that should something happen, boom, it goes to print. Harry, get out that them other 400 pages of spare that you did not release on the first go round. Please have it ready to go. hmm F being nice to your brother. Just take him, just let it all out. So, anyway, realizing that the tide has changed, yes, there's just been a strange shift in the air and not for the better. I want to give it a fair review. That's all. I need to know rather than relying on others. hmm They done told you, go ahead if you want to, and we won't be here to look at it, and we're not going to rate your, review, giving it that view and that thumbs up. And we probably won't watch anything else of yours. So that's a little bit of the karma coming. She FA by saying that she got some products and now she's going to FO because they're ready to let her have it. Rightly so. She deserves it. Lady in Black already working. Boom. That quick. Okay. So y'all know how I feel. Middle finger energy is always up and stuck when it comes to that family in the UK that lives in the palaces and thinks they run shit over here in California. hmm And they don't. And they don't. And they don't. All right. I was almost remiss in this, and I should have mentioned this early on in the beginning of the live stream. So let me do it right now. I want to say congratulations to Sexy Toy Lady. She gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. You know, she is a champ because she went live while she was in labor. We have all been waiting with bated breath for the news, and 9 pounds, I think she said 9 pounds, 10 ounces. She's beautiful. Yes, so congrats. That's what I wanted to do before I forget all the way, in case she listens on from the clouds herself. Let me see. Oh, y'all are so sweet. You're saying cookies and cream. Mrs. BS, you're the best client ever. Oh, thank you so much. I try. I try. Hi, Hattie. Oh, and thank you for 36 months cookies and cream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Hattie, thank you for 37 months of of membership. Gummy is a fan. Freaky ass notes. Well, yeah. That part, she gonna find. Sure, she's about to find out for sure. For sure. Um, Let me get back into the comments over here. I highlighted this, I think, just to let me know where I was in the comments. I just have to find my spot. Hello to everybody that has joined since I've been going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And please remember to hit the thumbs up if you have not done so already. Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Little Mac is saying, so I'm working through comments that are probably, oh no, it's not that far behind. Okay. I thought I was pretty far behind in the comments, but it's not that. If y'all remember my first live streams, I used to be like a half hour or more behind in comments. And then, yeah, anyway. Little Max says this is an excuse. Her followers have no money, so her review of Megan's products is useless because we will not be listening to her, chill. Chill, chill, chill. Firstly, the fact that they were out there thinking the products were going to be, hella expensive. Well, if you're outside, I will say, if you're outside the US, yeah, you're going to have to expect shipping is going to be a whole nother life. But especially, um, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. As tariffs, these tariffs now, okay, y'all understand, and we're going to move on, and we're going to move on, we're going to move on. All right. Patricia N says to Patricia S. I'm from up north and we had it all the time. I just guess it's where your parents were from. I hope you get to enjoy it at some point. Me too. Hmm. Me too. Some with the wafers. Some people probably don't do with the wafers, you know. Mm. I do hope you get to enjoy and finally taste some banana pudding at some point in time. Um, Cookies and Cream is saying, Gwen, she's a disgusting piece of filth. You were kind with that word. Okay. She's helping them to attack another woman of color. That family will eventually turn on her when she's no longer needed, child. She doesn't see it, but that's okay. She I guess she's used to being used in other aspects of her life. So hey, why not now? But yeah, she gonna find out. She will find out. What did Grace say? What's up, ladies? Went to sleep for 5 minutes, and boom, I get online and everything was sold out. Yeah. You close your eye. Now you have to remember, so I don't even know what time I posted that it was live. Um, and seeing Megan's post and where she was clicking and she had done a video and was like, we're live. Child. Telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Church Nelly, banana pudding, bread pudding, rice pudding is well known in the South, yes. I've not tried bread pudding. It has been on the dessert tables usually have a lot of different desserts. Just never has been my thing. Um, yeah, but bread pudding. But the rice pudding, love, 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 love. I can skip without the raisins, but love, 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 love. Yeah.
Dolores, I'm from New York City, born there. My mom was from South Carolina. Miss her banana pudding. Yeah. My grandmother was born in North Kakalaki. Went north as a young girl to, you know, save her life, and that's how it was presented to me. And so, you know, none of us can imagine just walking along, and there's people hanging from trees. I'll just say it like that, because the South was a lot different. She would be in her hundreds if she was still alive. So that'll give you the scope of how long ago that was. And it seems to be getting right back to that, the way things are going. Um, Let me see. Black Queen, hell is better than Shutter Island, bunch of brainwashed morons. Yes. Oh, if they would just leave her alone. Man, it's been 5 years. 5 years. And at that point, when you had an agreement, which shows they are not trustworthy because they don't keep their damn word. They don't keep any agreement. They don't keep their word. So they are shicey as fuck. Okay. And they were supposed to maintain the security. Chucky Chuck was going to maintain the stipend till they got on their feet. And although he never, and it was probably pence to what he was probably given when they were working royals. I doubt he was going to keep doing the same, but they didn't even do that. So mm. Yeah. Compton Callie, Leatherface needs her plastic surgery on her neck, like Sharon Osbourne. They better stop trying to pull and tug. And the folks that they want to be racist against is who they start looking like with all that pulling and tugging. All right, let me just say it like that. You can't even blink your goddamn eyes. All right, let me chill out. Annie says Charles had to remove his jelly off the shelves because they were outdated, and he had to pretend they were sold. Well, there is no pretending on the site. We know better than that. We know better than that. Mm. Patricia, we don't give a flying fig Newton what Charles' crusty friends think. And I doubt there are friends of his. They were just people that spoke out because, you know, if they're not like blue bloods, I doubt he has anything to do with them. Uh, Gwen Tier, that's why I don't believe Charles has cancer, the idiot. Well, he uses it for his advantage when he doesn't want to make a trip to any particular country. Um, Ooh, look at Lorna. King Chucky's friend who charges 900 pounds for a basket made of twigs and 4 pounds for 4 potato chips. Jesus. Woo, cookies and cream. That trash family is going ballistic over a lifestyle brand. These people need to be in an insane asylum. They do. All in the same room and no padding. Don't even put them on straitjackets. Just let them run around into the brick walls or concrete because they probably have old buildings there. So, Sharon S. That old saddlebag tax dodger doesn't want to see the black girl make her billion. Too late. Which she will pay taxes on, we know. Mhm. Mm, 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 mm. Little Mac. If I was married to Piss Moron, I should say, I would sign up for Ashley Madison too, chill. But who would want you? The stench. Okay, let me. Diane says, don't mess with the squad, okay? Don't mess with the squad. Don't mess with our faves. Don't. Mm.
Jonah's like, who cares about will nots? Because the way they framed it, he hired Diana's divorce attorney. Most lawyers do get specialized. So why would a happily married man be seeking out his mother's divorce attorney? I mean, if he practices a whole lot of stuff, if he's like a one shop, I got a problem with that. But okay, pick a lane. Compton Cali, is Peg getting rid of Kitty? Well, they have a way of throwing out tidbits without actually saying it. But Black Queen, just more distractions. Yeah, that we don't give. They don't realize the parties that will have popping open bottles of champagne and just sitting back and saying, "We told you so." Just like we're doing right now. Today is the day of protest or whatever. I don't know, but yeah. Let me see. Little Mac is saying William is trying to tie himself to Diana now that he sees how often KC3 and his horse are booed. Didn't he get booed? Or didn't they sing? Somebody chanted at some match that he was at? Oh, okay, because he thinks they're going to be out there singing We Love You or something when he gets the title. Oh, please. And the crown, that if he continues to shrink body wise, it's just going to engulf his entire head. Maybe not, because he's almost looking like cone heads from the movie. Yeah, so maybe they'll sit up on the point of the cone. Um, Elaine, nothing said over here yet. Oh, okay. Mhm. Mhm. Uh-oh. Kim C is saying, Annie, Charles' jars of dead preserves cost more than Megan's. He couldn't stand the comparison. Uh-huh. Mhm. He was selling them for high dollar. Well, of course, now, doesn't Peggington have control of that particular, or is that the private estate that Charles has that has that? Mhm. I'm going to skip that one that some of y'all with your comments. I'm reading some of them ahead of time. I'm just going to just choose to skip that one particular one I just saw. Let me see. Lorna says, so that's how the Piss Morgans keep their marriage together. She swings from pole to pole, and he swings to a different color. Oh, Jesus. I can't even imagine. It's nauseating just thinking about who would want to with him. Anyway, okay, Diane. Yeah, I had to say because I just saw one part of it. Okay. Billy hired Diana's legal help because A, he's lazy. He's too lazy, okay, to shop Yellow Pages. Now you know better than that. B, he needs Harper Valley, DIVORCE help. Or C, all of the above. Yeah, probably all of the above. But again, going to that particular lawyer, you didn't graduate, none of your buds, none of your pals, nobody that you sleep rough with, and then that's camping. What we would call camping, they call sleeping rough. I just had to clarify for people that might not have been aware, might have spit their drinks across their computers. Oh Lord, let me. Um, Jonah's like, Annie, did anyone buy KC's preserves? Anyone? Probably not, unless they went. I doubt he offered, shipping. Mina said she was basically begging to get that PR box. Yeah, I mean, hey, shows that Megan is a bigger person. Besides, it cuts off that avenue of her trying to be a victim like she tried before, and we were all like, "Nah, bitch." All that shit you done said about Megan, and now you want to try to be the victim because people are calling you out for it. Oh no, you will not Karen out of this. Okay. Mm. Um, yes, Lydia, deranged woman. Yes, Connie B is saying she did not deserve the gift box. No, but she got one, and again shows bigger person as far as no telling if she went under her own or if it was a company name. You know how those things are done. So, Church Nelly, these bitches are cray cray. They really are. They really are. Um, but I just love to see that they're getting uh, the steamroll that they're getting when their folks are like, "Oh, we ain't watching that shit." Sharon says Kate probably drinking a lot whoop, of Alka Seltzer since Willie got that lawyer child. She ain't drinking nothing. Well, let me stop. She has an uncle that she could get some um, medicine, if you know what I mean, to make her feel very good. Okay. Randomness. It's not until I just saw this that I knew who you were in the other chats that I have seen you in. And hello to you. Do not block this. Do not, I repeat, do not hit block on this. I know who it is. Woo! And good to see you, sir. All right. So, Black Queen is saying she still is. She is now psycho with it. Yeah. It's just a bit much with the, you know. I mean, some of us, and I say us, squatties or fans, have dressed very similar to Megan. If it's jeans, the boyfriend t-shirt, shirt, and the shoes, etc. But usually, you're pulling stuff out of your own closet. I mean, to get like the exact. Please, I don't care who you are. Harry has already told y'all there's only one Megan. Okay, you don't even try to try and try. I think the thief of Bali tried to shoot her shot in a sense, because her when they took that one picture up there on the DS and she had her arm around Harry. Harry was not returning that. hmm hmm Wants to call him a bully, and we know about the bullying and harassing, and we know that is just not him. hmm And most people were like, "Show the receipts. You have something in text message. Show the receipts." Many of us in another hallway understand, when people like to show text messages. Sometimes those messages are doctored. Okay, now we're just gonna move on because she ain't shown nothing yet, and she's gotten very quiet and shut down her accounts. Some social medias. Yeah, what you running for now? Because you brought this trade win your way. All right. Diane said you can't return the items, but corporate offices are no secret, right? But I knew what the squatty was doing when they posted that. You want to troll? We're gonna give you something to troll. Here, you want an address? There you go. Those dumbasses would try to return it. That's what cracks me up. And something, a food product or whatever that you're buying, hey. mm, Let me see. Lorna says VS, Willie Leaks appointed Diana's lawyer for trustees for some of his charities or something. Totally misleading article. I figured that. I figured that. But then again, you never know what might be have been discussed. Okay. Because that particular person of all people, now, you know how long ago that divorce was? That person still practicing? Okay, I'm gonna just quickly move on. Churchinelli, we already know they're gonna say that they hated Megan's items, so why yeah. They buy it. Number one, thank you. You're bigger fans than we are. Okay. Um, and there is no get back. That's like people that buy whether it's a sports person or some other, I've seen some crazies burning their MAGA hats. Like you bought the damn thing. Just put it in a closet or use it to wipe up, the poop that your dog lets out. Or, scoop the cat litter box with it. But to burn it, that's like stupid. Cookies and Cream says, Joan, Karma is going to do an extended stay with that lying witch. I hope it was worth it for her to sell her self-respect. Woo. I mean, one thing is her trying to bring in, let's see, Cuja's not having it, trying to bring in Meghan. Meghan doesn't have anything to do with sent to Bali. She attends the events. That's what she would do to support her husband. She was attending polo matches even before they married. So, I'm just gonna say. Sharon says word is Holmes was checking for the manufacturing or distribution center. Stupid bitch, child. Come on now. Come on now. They are just so like. Compton Cali. Megan hasn't said a damn thing about those old looking people, child. The inner gully of us would love to see Megan just unleash. I would be like, woo, our lifetime has been made. What else you got? Woo, let me see. Diane says journalism works best by not just repeating palace gossip whispered by unnamed or vetted sources. Start there. Exactly. But oh, I gotta buy these goods. That's how journalism, I have to give a review. I'm surprised somebody, and maybe they did, and I just didn't see it. She had to buy the goods to taste them for herself because she didn't want to rely on others what they had to say. No, you're just being a greedy bitch. Just say it. Okay. Let me let me okay. Annie B. Ooh, Annie. There's a word at the end of your comment here. Okay. And in all caps, all these deranged people that say they aren't going to buy, they were some of the main assholes buying. Give me a fucking break. Yes. But they lie. So therefore, if they were saying we're not going to buy anything, yeah, yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. We were competing with them more than just squad. My gosh. All right. Um, mm, Lorna? No, I don't remember anything about this. Whew, I might have to end on this one, but okay. Let me see. Lorna said, when I said Piss Morgan, okay, you put his name, swings to a different color. Remember the story came out of Jamaica who said she had an encounter with Piss and said his eggplant was small. No, don't remember it. But colonizers do that too when they travel um, to the islands and etc. They like to dip and dabble and get their fantasies met, hmm and then go home to the wives. Okay, let me give thanks to Black Queen. Black Queen, thank you so much. So 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 good to see you in the chat. Thank you for the love that you've dropped on me. May it be returned unto you 1,000,000,000 times over, as well as lots and lots of healing. Here is a little thank you for you. Hold on, because you have to get back to the spot I was at. Hold on. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very, 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 very much. I so, 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 so appreciate it. Whew. Okay. Oh, let me check. Not that I expect it, but I just want to check over on the Cash App side just to be sure I haven't gotten something over here and then I miss it during the live stream. No. Okay. Just making sure. Um, let me see. Cookies and Cream is saying Megan really needs to start suing some of these silly racist jackasses, especially that trash family. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. LOL. Yes, because you do beat that drum quite a bit. Hi Prudence, but that's why I mean, she would be in her right to. I guess people say that take the incident where Meghan's private letter to her father that he then sells to a tabloid, and then they chop it up, making it out to be a certain way, um, when they didn't even have a right to print it, and they knew they didn't. They just banked on that the palace would keep Meghan from suing. But when free people, they can sue. Okay. And she won that. She won that. Wendy L., the Derangers keep saying Meghan is irrelevant, yet they cannot keep Meghan's name out of their mouths and wallets. So damn stupid. Yes. I mean, thank you for helping our faves because, the trust funds and college funds of Archie and Lilybet are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, hey, if it helps along the way, there you go. Let me see. Joan is saying cookies and cream. Meghan is too busy making money and working on her business. She isn't thinking about them fools. No. As I like to say, you remember the video where the clip from Harry from the Meghan and Harry and Meghan docuseries on Netflix, when he was like saying about folks and their craziness, but when he was like, I can't. If you don't get it, I can't help you. I can't. I just can't. That's how I feel. Like they're just loony. But again, they lie when they say they don't like her. We know better than that. Hey, Kim P., how are you? All right. Excuse me. Uh, Prudence comes in. Hey, midwife, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you are well. Let me see. Prudence came in with those flippin' plague cults, parasites, think they were going to fall, whom God bless, no man can curse. Sure. And they keep forgetting the boomerang effect. You throwing that out there, it comes back. Okay. I try to tell them, but they don't want to listen. Let me see. Kim C says, VS, my granny was from North Carolina, also Bennettsville. Moved north for a better life, listening to her firsthand stories of the Deep South where my Black history lessons used. My grandmother didn't talk much about her childhood. Um, yeah, I kind of get it because it is something that those that endured it, if they spoke about it, they spoke about it. But if not, the little tidbits that they would sprinkle out to the family, like you really had to be having those moments where you were listening. Um, yeah, it's just amazing to hear. My father sent me north basically because he didn't want me to possibly get snatched up and be hung. It's deep. It's deep. Let me see. Diane is saying Chaz has no friends. Even his mom and dad didn't like him. Well, I mean, oh Lord, there was something I. Ooh, and that's probably why he has done everything to not really honor his mom. Like you not taking care of your own son, which you knew how she felt about Harry, as well as Meghan. But yet you did just the opposite. And oh, here she goes. There must be somebody in the cul-de-sac. Let's see. Diane is saying, now let me see. Rosita says, why did she stay married to PM when he was on GMB obsessed over another woman every day at work? Because he was preoccupied. hmm You know, while he's over there doing that, he's not busy looking over here. Okay. And I have a feeling like some of these marriages were quite the arrangement. hmm You diddle where you want to. I diddle where I want to. And as long as the diddling doesn't come out in public, I mean, he stayed. Even though that diddling came out in public. Okay, because you signed up on the website, Lord. But we know the real juicy names did not come out in public. Okay, just saying. It was like the epi list. Those names didn't hit. Even when a certain person in current office in the White House said he was going to release it. Yeah, sure you did. Sure you were. Okay. hmm That red phone was ringing off the hook. Let me get over here. Hello to see Olette. I think that's how you say your name. I butchered name, so please don't be offended. Um, I'm gonna have to take this and Google what you're saying. Yes, okay. But thank you for the comment. Um, Elaine, take care of yourself. What time is it? Yes, take care of yourself. She's probably already gone by the time I see this. It's time for my Sussex prayer meeting. Okay. Um. Okay. Lorna's saying Duchy of Cornwall, yes, which Willie Leaks now controls, has different products than King Chucky, who sells products from High. That's it, Highgrove. That Highgrove is his personal estate, right? And also Buckingham Palace. Okay. Mm, I can only imagine the products. Does he have eggplant in the store, Willie Leaks? Okay. Let me get off here because I can see now where I'm about to go. No, won't do it. Uh, Core leader, you were out there marching. Sure, you better. I know for me and mine, and anyone that kind of looks like you better have kept your arse home. Okay. Marshar, I think Willie wants to get rid of Kate so he could be the so he can be the only outwardly by king in the history of the monarchy. I think Rose and them chilling are front too. I've always said they were beards. Okay, I'm just gonna move on. I've always said the wife and him. And she had okay. You know there was a third roommate when he and his now wife were roomies. There was a third roommate. Okay, male. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me get off here. I have done enough. I've said it. Hey, Majesty Sussex Report. How are you? I've done enough. Said enough. I hope you have enjoyed today's live stream. Um, Let me just pick this one. This will be the comment that I'll leave up. Gwen is saying, bye, VS and Squatty family. Love the podcast and chat. Um, Please take care of yourselves. Prayers out to everybody. Hi, Sis Hilda, if you're listening or happen to listen on replay. Um, Kuja's acting up. So take care of yourselves. Be well, be safe. We will be talking again on, let me just make sure I have the right date, Tuesday. Okay. And look for that to come up. If anything else should kick off in between this time, we're on mute of the mutants. Okay. We're just muting all the crazy because they're trying everything to try to get attention. We'll talk about you, laugh about you, but we ain't going to give you the attention that you think we are. So nothing will distract us from celebrating, as ever official selling out within an hour of going live. And yeah, keep refreshing those screens, everybody, because as soon as she posts, because I'm sure she'll have to post on social media that they've restocked, get your goody goods. All right, everyone, take care. Thank you again to all. Love you all. Be safe. Bye.